After $1 billion hailstorm hits an area, your focus should be on running your business, not on insurance claims. We have helped streamline the insurance process for hundreds of roofing contractors across the U.S., and we can do it for yours too. Visit us online at c3adjusters.com and learn how we can help you save time and get claims paid faster.
And good afternoon, everyone. I am meteorologist Heather Kay, and it is 12 p.m. and you know what that means. It's time for your daily hail forecast. Oh yeah. And before we get going, let's thank our sponsors. We have the C3 Group as well as the Merlin Law Group. Thanks, guys, for sponsoring this video. Make sure you check them out. Now, before we get started, for anyone who is brand new to Hail Trace, number one, welcome. And number two, there are a few things that we would like you to do. We highly recommend you to do. The first thing is to download our app. Whether you have an iPhone, iPad, Android, you can watch these videos on the go. You don't have to just watch them on Facebook on your computer. What you need to do, once you download the app on whatever device you would like to watch us on, there's going to be this little lightning bolt here in the lower right hand corner of your screen. You're going to click on this, and then there's going to be a small version of our forecast that's going to show up in the lower right hand corner. You're going to click on this and then turn your device to the side in landscaping mode, and you can see whoever's doing the forecast in full screen. Pretty cool stuff. Now, the second thing that we would like you to do is to set up the notifications so you don't miss anything. Now, to do this, you need to do it on your computer, whether it's a PC or a laptop. You cannot do this on your handheld devices. Just sign into your account, and you're going to see something called notification options on the left-hand part of your screen. And then there are a few things that you need to set up. The first thing is to select what type of notifications you would like. It can be by email, text, or you can get them to show up on your computer screen. And the second thing is to select what regions you would like those notifications to be for. So it can be by city, state, multiple states, or for the whole entire United States. Or we also have choices for Canada and Australia. So make sure you select those, especially since storm season is right around the corner. You don't want to miss anything. So we've been counting down the top 10 hailstorms of 2018, and we're kind of getting closer to that number one, and it's also becoming a bit more challenging as the top 5 are all very extreme. Now, today is number 5, and this is the wonderful hailstorm that occurred in the Denver and Colorado area, or Colorado Springs area, on June 19th. This is one of a few massive destructive hailstorms that happened last year. Let's take a look at some stats here. This is the Greeley-Littleton Aurora, Colorado storm. It was a 5-star map. The largest hail size was up to 3 inches in diameter, and it impacted a little over 263,000 homes. So a very destructive day in June last year for this area. And this was very interesting because Colorado is known for high volume hail, maybe up to golf ball size, maybe isolated 2 inches if we're lucky. This got up to 3 inches in diameter in multiple areas, high population, high volume, and it lasted between 10 and 15 minutes. So this was quite a surprise to see how large the hail got here, because that never happens. So there was that, and of course this was one of multiple days that this area saw some very destructive hail last year. So very nasty day, and here are some pictures. You can see over golf ball size hail in all of these photos. Really some damage here to this car. This was a pretty interesting hailstorm. It kind of looks like a flower. So hailstorms come in a very large, different shapes, sizes. Very interesting for sure. That was a very busy day. Now, unfortunately, today we're not going to be seeing anything. Once again, we're in that quiet pattern, and tomorrow we're not going to be seeing anything either as of right now. I think I'll explain in a second what I'm seeing, but let's take a look at the next 5 days again. C3 Group, thanks for sponsoring. Thank you again to Merlin Law Group for sponsoring our video. Okay, let's take a look at the next 5 days. Again, today and tomorrow look very quiet, and the next few days, unfortunately, look quiet as well. We're not seeing anything in the way of systems that's going to be bringing us any hail diamonds from the sky. So sorry to bring the bad news. So here's the upper levels. There's this really strong system that's going to be moving on to the east, and it's going to potentially bring some severe weather to the Gulf Coast states. Looks like maybe in the panhandle of Florida, maybe southern Alabama. However, it looks like as of right now it's going to be a wind threat, and it's going to be a very small area. So unfortunately for us hail lovers, it's not going to be anything for us. But I wanted to look at the Cape here. There's that little bit of Cape that's going to be there in the afternoon tomorrow and into the evening hours in Alabama and Florida. And you may be thinking, well, there's instability. There could be hail, right? No, and I'll explain in just a second. Here's a closer look at that Cape here going into the afternoon and evening hours. So there's the Cape. This is the mid-level lapse rates. Now for that is the decrease of temperature per kilometer as you go up into the atmosphere. Now for hail, I personally like to look at a decrease of about 6.5 or larger per kilometer, and you can see that's not really going to be present. So unfortunately, any storms that do develop are not going to be hail producers. They'll most likely be wind. So again, next 5 days, we're not expecting anything in the way of hail. So we've been talking about this for the last few weeks. We're getting closer. We are going on a mini hail forecasting tour to bring you what we're thinking is going to be happening for the year 2019. This is all brought to you by the Catch-All Group. Thanks for sponsoring this. There are 5 cities that we're going to be visiting. All these events are free. We do have all the details on our Facebook page. The first city is going to be right here in Oklahoma City on January 29th. I believe that is a week from today, if I have my calendar in my head correctly. Yes, it's a week from today. And then we are heading to Dallas on January 31st. Then we are heading up north to our friends in Kansas City on February 4th. Then we're heading out west to Denver on February 6th. And then we are closing it out in Chicago on February 8th. So very exciting. Again, if you're interested in going to these, they're free. All the details are on our Facebook page on how to sign up and all that fun stuff. So that is all that I have for you today. Make sure you set us first on Facebook. All you need to do is go to our Facebook page, click on the follow button, and then you're going to see something called See First. Select that so you don't miss anything. Once you get on Facebook and you have this already set up, if we post anything, you'll see our post first. And if you have any questions about what we do at Hail Trace, any ways that we can help you to make money, or you just want to say hi, we're very friendly, I promise. Give us a call at 855-334-4245. You can email us at info@hailtrace.com and check out our website at www.hailtrace.com. I am meteorologist Heather Kay, and I hope you all have a great rest of your Tuesday.